I remember that you did a stint with Thin Lizzy, though, didn't you?
No, not really. I actually joined Ultravox before I did that. I was in the middle of the first Visage album, and Ultravox had already done 3 or 4 rehearsals, and in those 3 or 4 rehearsals, it'd been the sort of most creative period in my life, I think. We'd written 4 or 5 potential songs for the first Ultravox album, so the whole feeling for Ultravox was very good. And I got a phone call from Phil Lynott from America, saying that Gary Moore had just left the band, and they were stuck in the middle of this tour, and could I come out and help? I'd never been to America before, and it was great fun. I've always been a Thin Lizzy fan. I always thought they wrote really nice sort of rock songs, melodic rock songs, as opposed to sort of heavy metal.
It's very hard to imagine midge heavy metal guitarist. I mean, it really is. I mean, how did you fit in? Didn't you look odd? You had short hair, didn't you?
I did look odd. Yeah, it was around about that sort of Blitz period where everyone had big shoulders, you know, big sort of pre-Dynasty shoulders, and sort of PX trousers, big wide baggy trousers and things, very sort of dramatic looking stuff. And I didn't I didn't change. That's how I looked. That's how it was great. You know, I just went on and these shoulders and things, and the Americans had no idea what was going on at all.
The work that you're doing with Visage, which was a kind of, what do you call it, Blitz era supergroup, I suppose.
Yeah, it was it was a studio project, I'd call it, more than anything. It was never a group. It was the idea just to get Rusty and I get our favourite musicians together to make some records with, and poor old Steve Strange was voted to be the front man. He was a singer.
He said with a little grin.
What can you say?
Well, I don't know. How do you look back on it? Oh, and is it true? I've always wanted to ask you this. I remember hearing a story at the time that the singing was actually a sort of blend of Steve Strange's voice and your voice, but mostly your voice, because you could sing and he couldn't.
It wasn't really a blend. There was certain parts of it. I did all the harmony parts and things because it was very difficult for Steve to do, because he's not really a singer. And Steve found it very difficult to sing a melody. You'd sing a melody to him, they couldn't sing you the melody back. He'd sing something that, you know, resembled the dying cries of a gorilla. And the only way he could actually sing the song in tune was if I sang the song first, and he heard me singing it back in the headphones, and automatically he came out with the same sort of rough melody. So that was the way we did it. But it was never my voice on the records, really. It was him singing all the lead parts.
We were so young, we were too vain to dance in the dark.